Hello and welcome to today's webinar, focused on the healthcare industry and how PSPDFKit can enhance document workflows for medical organizations. So today we will explore how integrating PSPDFKit's document functionality into medical web applications can bring significant improvements to your workflows. My name is Pavel and I'm Product Marketing Manager at PSPDFKit. Joining me as a co-host is Miguel, the Web Team Engineering Lead. Additionally, we have Kelly, our Marketing Manager, who will assist us with the technical aspects of this presentation. Feel free to add your questions in the chat section during the presentation or save them for the end of the webinar. We have set aside a 10-minute Q&A session where we will address your questions from the chat. The following presentation was pre-recorded to improve your viewing experience and reduce the need to switch between different parts of the demo. So without further ado, let's jump to the presentation. Kelly, could you please share it with us?
Okay, let's get started. In today's webinar, as an example, we will be focusing on two fundamental workflows that are commonly found in healthcare organizations. These are patient intake and insurance claims. While many of you may already be familiar with these processes, on the slide we provide a brief overview of the basic steps involved for those who are not. At the core of these workflows are two crucial documents, the patient intake form and the insurance claim form. These documents contain sensitive personal information of patients, which is safeguarded by various data protection regulations, including HIPAA, CCPA, and GDPR. Just to clarify, PSPDFKit offers a wide range of features that we will showcase today, not only for the web, but also for mobile platforms. For this demonstration, we will primarily focus on the web platform, but please note that most of these features are also available in our iOS and Android SDKs. Compliance with data protection regulations like CCPA and HIPAA involves specific requirements for handling patient and medical client data. Here are the key points to summarize. So the first one is that patients have privacy rights and can request data removal similar to GDPR. Next is that medical facilities must retain clear records accessible and not shared without compliant agreements. The next one is HIPAA requires retention of patient documentation for 6 years. And the last one is that medical organizations must have full control and security measures for data storage. Adhering to these regulations is crucial for protecting patients and medical client data. In today's webinar, we will explore how PSPDFKit can enhance document workflows in the healthcare industry. We will discuss topics like form handling, creating and filling forms, generating PDFs, annotating and commenting on documents, implementing OCR, redacting sensitive information, and even PDFA archiving. Please note that while PSPDFKit itself is not claimed to be HIPAA compliant, it provides building blocks for you to develop your own applications where you have control over the infrastructure and data transfer, allowing you to build really HIPAA compliant solutions. Additionally, PSPDFKit offers more features that are highly valued by medical institutions, such as password protection or PDF documents and editing permissions. Although we won't cover these features in today's webinar due to time constraints, you can always visit our website to learn more about them. Let's begin with the patient intake form, which is typically initiated through a healthcare center's website or a dedicated app, assuming it's a non-emergency situation. With PSPDFKit, you can easily build a custom HTML form and make it accessible on your website or mobile app. Whenever someone completes the form on your website, PSPDFKit can generate a PDF document based on the form's data. To demonstrate this functionality, I will use the PSPDFKit web demo from our website. You can access it yourself from our website's main page, and it provides an interactive environment for you to experiment with our features firsthand. So now let me go to the PDF generation section of the web demo. So here you can see that on the left we have a screen where you can paste your HTML form code, and on the right there is a window which will demonstrate the rendered document. So for this presentation I have prepared a simple HTML code which I now can copy and paste here. So this is the code which I created using ChatGPT. I basically asked the bot to provide me an HTML code for simple patient intake form. So I pasted it here. Now I can hit the run button, and now we can see a very simple patient intake form generated on the right. So basically, you can generate very complex documents with this tool. It all depends on your HTML skills, so it can be customized and designed the way you want. It's totally up to you. For this particular presentation, I used very simple layout. So here you can see that we have fillable fields, we have drop-down fields, we can even add signature and medical history fields, address, but that is something I'm going to show you later when we will jump to the forms creator. So this is how it works. You put an HTML form on your website, and every single time someone fills it out with any kind of information here, or like they can add signatures as well, phone numbers, this form will be generated and uploaded to your instance. So for the sake of this presentation, I'll just hit the export button. You can see the form was downloaded, and here is the document. Now I can open it using my standard Mac viewer. So here is the form, here is the information I entered. It's good looking, it's a PDF document. You can use it for your personal or medical records. So now you can understand how easy this configuration and implementation is. So basically this form can be available on mobile devices, as a landing page, on web, doesn't matter. Whatever way you choose to implement it, it works flawlessly. So the other thing I wanted to discuss right now is how we can create such a forms within the PSPDFKit form creator, which is another way to create forms. Now that you have seen the ease with which PDF forms can be generated from templates, let's delve into PSPDFKit's basic form building and filling capabilities. This functionality allows you to create PDF forms using a more traditional approach, giving you greater flexibility. It also provides insights into the user experience your clients will have when filling out these forms and signing documents. So in order to demonstrate the feature, let me go to the form example of the web demo. I want to go to create a fillable form part. And as you can see, we already have here like some sample document, but I don't really want to use this one. I want to upload the document that we just created from the HTML form. So as you can see, all the fillable fields that I marked in HTML code, they're present here. I don't really like some of them. So for instance, date of birth, I don't like this field because right now it's a simple text field. We can delete it here. We can create a special dedicated date field for this. We can choose date format. I am fine with this drop down field. I want to also add a simple text field here. And what is even more important, I want to have a signature field on this form. So I am adding one here as well. And like, as you can see, all of these fields, they're very highly customizable. So you can basically set the color of the field. You can set the color of the borders for this field. You can provide additional information on the person who created these fields here in case you need one. So yeah, this is basically it. I can also delete some fields if I want. So very, very easy. And when I just want to export this form, I hit the download button. This form dropped here. Here is this form with the signature fields. Just note that right now I'm using the default Mac viewer, which cannot render these kind of fields like signature fields correctly. So I would go to a third-party viewer and like I'll try to open this document there. I open it here. You can see all the fields are here, so I can add more information. And the signature field is working. It requires an additional digital signature identity thing, but technically it is working, so you can go ahead and add signatures here. So now let me get back to our demo, and I would like to see how customers will be able to fill out this form. So in order to do that, I am going to the PDF form fill section. I already have a sample document here, but let me just upload our lovely patient intake form. So you see all the fields here. I won't go into too much details entering information here. So I'll just show you how the eSignatures work. So basically I can draw my signature here and I can choose the color if I want. I can add it to the document. If I don't like it, I can delete it. I can add another signature by just uploading a picture of it if I have it on my smartphone, or I can just type my initials maybe, or even let me do this way. So here we go. I can apply different styles. Good looking electronic signature on your patient intake form. So this is how it works. Very straightforward, very easy for you to set up and for your clients, for your patients to fill out. I also forgot to mention that during the demo of HTML to PDF generation, but there is another very important feature coming soon to PSPDFKit Web SDK, which is docx to PDF document generation, which basically means that you will be able to generate PDF documents from your Office Word documents. This might be a very convenient feature for your legal department or procurement department, basically maybe for finance, for anyone who use Salesforce or any other this kind of CRM systems, because anytime you want to generate a customer contract or even an invoice, if you have them in docx format, you can easily do that the same way as we have done that for HTML form. Very easy, very straightforward. Now I got back to the main screen of our web demo, and the next thing I wanted to showcase here, which is very important, is our content editing feature. So content editing is a feature that allows you to edit the original PDF content which is something you won't find in an average PDF editor. So what that means? That means that you not only can edit the information that was entered in the fillable fields, like for instance in this case, but you can also edit this information here, which is typically is not editable at all because it is baked inside the PDF, flattened inside the PDF. So in order to do so, I am going here and I am going to enter the content editing mode by clicking here. And as you can see, once I entered the content editing mode, all the editable fields became instantaneously highlighted. So now I see that I can edit those. I can edit those fields. So let me just, change it to first name, something like that. And this one to last name. I can also choose the fonts. There can be much more fonts here. These are 3 default fonts that we are using for web demo, but in your case, there can be like a bigger list of fonts that you want to make available for content editing. So this is very great feature in case you need to make some last minute adjustments to your PDF document before presentation, or assuming like, let's say you're coming to meet a client and a minute before the meeting you realize that there is like some sort of mistake, typo in your contract. You can very easily change the information on the PDF document. So yeah, this is how easy it can be done. So I save this information here. There is also a set of very useful features that you can use when it comes to collaboration with your clients or your coworkers. So some of them, so mostly I will focus on comments and replies. For the time being, I won't upload our patient intake form here, but I just use a sample document. So as you can see, we have this comment functionality in this document. So basically I can drop a comment here. I can tag people saying something like that. These mentions, they all are working. So this is very useful when you want to collaborate on this document in real time. There are basically 2 options how you can use comments and replies with PSPDFKit. So first option is if you have a server-backed application, you can use those comments and mentions in real time. The other way to use them is with your standalone like client-side application, and in this case, all these comments and replies will be added to your document as an annotations upon the saving of this document. So if I save this document here and like I open it here, I can see those comments added as annotations. So the standard Mac viewer doesn't like provide a good looking render for that, but if I go to Acrobat Reader and I would open this document in Acrobat, I will see that these comments look much better, much better. So you can be sure that all the comments you add using PSPDFKit will be available in your PDF documents, even if they are opened in some third-party viewer, which is absolutely great to have. Now let's move on to some other use cases. You may have noticed over time the abundance of documents circulating on the internet and within the medical community in the form of image files or image-based PDFs. So what's the issue with that? Firstly, if it's an image, you can't edit its original content, as I have just showed you a minute ago. But there is an even more significant problem, which is compliance. Let's say you store patient medical records and some of them are in the form of image-based PDFs. You won't be able to search through them. And like nowadays, medical ERP systems increasingly employ features that allow bulk searching of entire document libraries for specific text queries. And this is crucial for compliance. So how do you make such documents editable and searchable? That's where the OCR feature comes in. Allow me to demonstrate it using an example of an insurance claim form. So I have an insurance claim form in the image form here. So you can see this is an image file. So this is like a PNG file, which we can open. And as you can see, there is no searchable content here. So I can't apply search on this image. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to open the OCR part of the demo. We have 2 sample documents here, but we don't need them. I'm going to upload this image file. Once again, you can check this is a PNG file, PNG image. I open it here. We will need to wait 10-15 seconds for this document to be processed. And boom, it's done. So here you have it. It's now not only searchable, but you can also apply content editing on this form the same way as I just showed you. So let's search for something. Let's say I need to search for word address. You can see both words are highlighted here, which means that the entire form is now searchable and editable. So if I save this form here, if I download this form and open it here, so I see all the text is searchable. I can search for address now, which wasn't possible before, and the standard Mac viewer shows me the words here. Well, you may ask what these strange boxes are and why do we have them here. This is solvable. This is just for the sake of better understanding what the content is now editable. We can just turn these off here. Now you can see the clear form, but the content is still searchable. So if I type address here, you can see it highlighted, which is absolutely great for compliance. So when you have like 1,000 of patient forms or any kind of other documents, and you need instantaneously find the one that can be attributed to a certain person, you can just run this bulk search through the library with the means of your ERP system, and you will be able to find and retrieve this document in minutes, or maybe a bit longer than that, depends on how huge your document library is. The next thing, which is also very important for compliance, is redaction. And like when it comes to redaction, this is crucial when archiving specific documents for future records, as we want to avoid any accidental breaches of HIPAA compliance. So to achieve this, PSPDFKit offers the redaction feature, which is obvious, and But there is even something more exciting. We have a smart redaction. So this feature will enable you to identify and anonymize specific patient information in bulk using AI. And with smart redaction, you're able to easily anonymize entire libraries of medical records when needed. So let's dive into the redaction feature right now. And in order to do that, so let me just reset the information I already entered here. I am going back to examples. I am going to redaction. And I am going to start with the smart redaction immediately. So we have a number of sample documents, but we're going to use, and you know what? For this particular case, let's use the original PNG document, which is not searchable and not editable. And I repeat, not searchable and not editable, but we want to identify certain information there and redact it. So boom, it's done. So what we see here, it's not very obvious maybe for you, but so this form contains some important patient information, personal information. So name, address, and phone number. So in this demo that we have on the website, it's not, so you can see the list of things that you can redact in a PDF document, which is like IBANs, URLs, VAT numbers, VINs, social security numbers, and so on. But for this particular case, we see that we can redact phone numbers. And what is like a great feature of smart redaction is that smart redaction works not only on searchable PDF documents, but also on image-based PDFs or on images, like in this case with this claim form. So what does this mean? This means that you can automate redacting certain sensitive information by setting a pattern for the information you want to redact. So let's say you have 100 or 1,000 PDF documents submitted by your patients, and you want to redact their name and their phone number specifically. So you can set a pattern for redaction and then just run this smart redaction on this library of documents, and it will redact every single document you have. So it will automatically identify the information that needs redaction, and it will immediately redact it. So if I click here, you see this information was redacted automatically. And I repeat, this is an image document. It's not like a PDF where you can copy and paste content. So here I am clicking to select this text, and I can't do that because that's an image. And now this feature redacted the telephone number in the image-based document, which is absolutely awesome, to say the least. So now I am going to download this redacted file. I'm going here. So it was an image, but when I download it, it is converted to PDF. And now you see this was redacted, but redaction is not applied. This is simply because I haven't hit the apply redaction button. I am going to hit it right now. Now it is applied. Now I am going to download this document one more time, document number 6. So yeah, now it is here. The text is redacted, which is absolutely awesome. Okay, this is how redaction works, smart redaction works. We have also like a standard redaction feature, which you can manually use on whatever document you want. So I am uploading the very same PNG document here. So I want to redact something here. I can just go ahead and click text redaction. So text redaction is obviously not working here because it's an image, but I can click like an area redaction. I can say that I want also to redact this part of the field. So I hit apply redactions. They applied. To sum up the redaction topic, remember that simple redaction is ready to use immediately. But if you're implementing smart redaction, you may need a bit more help from our engineering team to recognize your unique document patterns. This isn't a big hurdle, and we're always eager to ensure it fits your document templates well. You are also welcome to try our smart redaction with your own documents using our web demo the way that I just did. So, and now coming to the last part of our webinar, let me showcase you PDF-A archiving. So, PSPDFKit for web enables users to convert PDF or even Office documents to PDF-A 1, 2, 3, and latest 4th level. PDF-A is crucial for long-term preservation of electronic documents because of the several reasons. So firstly, PDF-A maintains document integrity and visual appearance over time. It also ensures platform-independent accessibility on any device or operating system. It also preserves documents metadata, and the metadata can be embedded within PDF-A files. And the last one is that PDF-A is often required for legal and regulatory compliance within multiple industries like legal and medical in some parts of the world. So PDF-A is very simple to showcase. So basically this is a PDF to PDF-A conversion. So let's take whatever document we had before. So for instance, this can be this patient intake form that we have created. So I am uploading this PDF form here, signature, some information here. And now I want to convert it into a PDF-A compliance standard. So as you can see, PSPDFKit support all the PDF-A levels, which is 4, and also conformance levels. So for instance, I would love to convert my document into PDF-A to A format. So here it is. Then I am downloading this document. It is converting in real time. So we need to wait for a couple of seconds. Boom, it is downloaded. And now I can go to, so first of all, where is my document? Okay, yeah, here it is. Converted image to PDF. I can open it. So here is the file itself. Now I can go to, let's say I need some independent validation for the fact that my document was converted to PDFA successfully. So I'm going to look for a validator. So I have this one here, PDF pen. I upload my document here. And as you can see, so validation is successful. The format of the document is PDFA to A, which is great. And as I said, it is very important for archiving your documents for further records, be it legal or any kind of compliance, because PDFA can be opened on any kind of viewer, third-party independent program. It has all the fonts it needs to be displayed accurately. It has all the graphics baked in. So no matter what technology you will use in 10 years to open this PDF file, it will preserve its appearance just the very same way as it was created on day one. So this is really very important. So now I have nothing else to showcase you for today, and I propose to start our Q&A session and look into the chat to address all the questions that you had during this presentation. Thank you for your time, and let's head to the chat.
Okay, so let's give a couple of minutes for you to submit your questions. If you have any, like, if you will find yourself having any questions later, you can always reach out to us. You will get a follow-up email with the recording of this webinar. You can always reply to this follow-up email and ask your questions. We will promptly address them. And for now, let's just wait a couple minutes. Okay, we have first question. Can I render a PDF and let the customer add the signature right in the web? And then the PDF needs to be downloaded, or there is any integration with AWS or Google Cloud Storage? So yeah, you can definitely allow your clients to add e-signatures in your web application. Then uh, uh, then it can be downloaded to I think whatever instance you prefer. I'm not exactly sure if it is possible to download to Google Cloud or AWS. Miguel, do you know if we can do that? Okay, let's wait for Miguel for the final answer for this, but I almost sure that, yeah, we can do that. So technically, you can set a custom flow for the document within your infrastructure, so it shouldn't be a big problem. Any other questions? Okay, let's wait for another minute. So yeah, as I said, all of you will get a follow-up email with the recording of this webinar. And I encourage you to use our web demo. It is accessible from the main page of our website. You can always upload your own documents, try different workflows, see what works for yourself. So yeah, just try it. I see. So there is a question. I see there is a Mac OS application. Is that encouraged to use? No, I used just a standard Mac viewer, just for the sake of just presenting you how the third-party viewers display our documents. It's just, it's a random choice. It could be any other viewer. I used basically in this webinar, I used Adobe Acrobat and the standard Mac viewer for PDF files. Okay, it looks like we don't have any questions for now. So I think we can wrap it up. Um, I want to thank you, all of you who came here today, for joining us in this webinar. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.